Hey y'all, I'm Heaven, and this is Queendom Connections Revamped. This is a twin flame soulmate karmic channel only. So if you are looking for zodiac signs, you will not find them on this channel. These are general messages. Please take what resonate, leave the rest. Don't try to force it to fit. Don't get mad when it don't. If this is your first time watching me, I do curse. I do. I may curse a little bit. I may curse a lot. Just really depends, but I will curse. So if you don't want to hear me cursing, which is fine, you might not want to watch me. And if you wear your feelings on your sleeve, again, you might not want to watch me because I'm not going to sugarcoat this shit. Okay? So we're going to start with the Mystic Goddess Confessions deck. See what Spirit need and wants you to know when it comes to the person on your mind, not mine. Again, take what resonates, lead the rest. Oh, remember, general. Okay? Messages for the collective. When it comes to the person on their mind, what do they need to know? What are the three main things that the collective need to know when it comes to this person on their mind? What are the... that they are in regret. They are very remorseful. Okay? What are the three main things that the collective... Baby, this person is very selfish. I asked for 3, and y'all know my spirit team, they got jokes. Okay, if you knew her, my spirit team don't care. They give me what they want to give me. Look, they are obsessed with you. And they also have a fear of commitment. Child. So the person on y'all mind, my opinion, ain't shit. So look, unhealthy and or dangerous lifestyle. So this person do the most. They selfish as fuck, big ass ego, think they can do and say whatever the fuck they want to say, when they want to say it, how they want to say it. But they don't want to commit to you. They don't want to be monogamous. They want to be able to have their cake and eat it too, living an unhealthy and dangerous lifestyle. So they could be cheating, you know, having multiple partners. And you could have found out. And I feel like if you found out, you 9 times out of 10 stop fucking with this person. And they regret being selfish. They regret having this fear of commitment. But I don't feel change with this person. I don't feel like this person want to change. They want you to conform to them. And I just kind of feel like that's stupid. But that would be somebody that's selfish. That would be selfish energy. So let's get into the tarot. Because, baby, yeah, but they want to talk. So I feel like you and this person are in no communication right now with the 8 of Wands being right here. But they want to talk to you. Now, what they want to talk about, I don't know. I don't know. Does it look like you trying to move on with this Chariot energy right here? You done tried. You are or you have moved on from this person, but they haven't moved on from you. Look, I can't make it up. 6 of Swords. Y'all are trying to move on from this person, but they keep pulling you back in because of their infatuation with you. They are obsessed with you, whoever you are. They are completely obsessed with you. Don't want to let you go, but don't want to commit to you. So, they obviously a little delusional, too. So, what is this person in regret about? Now, we're finna get a little nosy. Closer than friends, surface. They want to be closer than friends, but they don't want to be monogamous. They don't want to be committed. Child. But what are they in regret about? What is this person? The Ace of Cups. Yeah, what are they in regret about? You could have been dealing with a Pisces, because I'm just looking at all these fish. The Lovers. One more. Gemini energy. And the Emperor in the reverse. Aries energy. This person regrets choosing somebody else over you. Point blank, period. This person was in distorted energy, very selfish, very egotistical. The Emperor in the reverse is somebody who's very controlling and possessive. It's either their way or the highway. And I kind of feel like because you wouldn't fall in line, they was like, fuck it, I'll teach them. I'll just go fuck with somebody else. And I feel like they fucked with somebody else, but they tried to keep it a secret. Because, again, this is somebody who want to have things their way. They wanted to have their cake and eat it too, but you found out. Now, I don't know how you found out, but you did. And they regret ever cheating on you. They regret ever choosing this other person over you. Yeah, they thought you was falling for the okie doke, and you didn't. With the 7 of Cups, this person tried to sell you a dream, and you wasn't buying it. Wasn't buying it. So you could have caught this person lying, cheating, being deceptive, child, and now they regret it, child. But whoever this person is, they selfish. You know they selfish. The universe know they selfish. They know they selfish. They know they got a big old ass ego. Why selfish here? Yeah, because they emotionally immature. This person knew that you had genuine love for them with the Queen of Cups. Again, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. But they were emotionally immature. Y'all were in this Queen energy. They were in Page energy. In Emperor in the reverse energy. Distorted ass energy. Again, thinking that they could run the narrative, but was emotionally immature about it. Look, 9 of Wands. And y'all gave this person chance after chance after fucking chance. Only for them to show you that they were not going to change. You really didn't want to give up on this person, but you did what you had to do. Look, yep. Which was move the fuck on. Chariot. Cancer energy. I feel like you didn't want to give up on this person because the somebody in the 9 of Wands energy is somebody who perseveres. They push through. They keep trying, keep trying, keep trying. But I just kind of feel like this person may have kept trying to get you to go along with their program instead of going along with, I'm not going to say your program, but at least trying to meet you halfway, trying to compromise. Because again, you and the Queen of Cups, they the Page of Cups. This person wanted you to dumb yourself down to satisfy them. And that's just something that you were not able to do. So you moved on. You left this person behind. Look, Ace of Swords. That's the truth. Yeah, you left their ass behind. And now they can't stop watching you, stalking you, talking about you, wondering what you doing, who you doing it with, even though they didn't want to commit to you now. Now they infatuated. Now they obsessed. Shit. This person drive by your house. This person asks mutual friends about you. They ask your neighbors. They pop up to wherever you stay when they know you're not going to be there. So, because they probably, I'm hearing, they cool with somebody that you stay by. So they wait till you leave. They go over that person's house, and then they ask this person all type of questions about you. You know, do you be having company? Do you ever talk about them? Do you ever ask about them? Shit like that. And the neighbor will be like, well, no. I don't see nobody over their house, but they don't never talk. You know, I speak all the time. They speak. But the collective don't ever ask about you. And I feel like they feeling some type of way because they feel like you don't care about them. And it ain't that you don't care. Look, the King of Wands in the reverse. I can't make it up. It ain't that you don't care. You just have more important things to be focused on than to focus on somebody who is for everybody. The King of Wands in the reverse is somebody who is for everybody. They're a ho-ho, male or female. They use what they got to get what they need. And they thought they was going to be able to use what they got to get what they need from you, but it didn't work. Now, it may have been good. This person, if you were a female and this is a guy, you know, that sex was amazing. If you're a man and this is a woman, knew how to take care of you, knew how to satisfy you like nobody else before them. But they tried to use that as a way to control you. And that's where they messed up at. That's where they messed up at. Now they obsessed with you. Obsessively wondering if you sleeping with somebody else. Is you giving it up to somebody else? But I don't think you are. I mean, you could be. You grown. But I just... Look, I'm telling you. This person thought they sex was going to keep you. And now they looking very stupid because you moved the fuck on. Sex may have been amazing, but it wasn't amazing enough for you to dumb yourself down and settle for less than what this person was willing to give you. They thought, I don't know. But they were selfish. That's what it is. Emperor in the reverse. Very possessive. Very controlling. My way or the highway. Your ass got right on 45 and... And when you left, baby, I promise you, they were shocked. And this person is unable to stop thinking about what transpired. They can't believe it. Ain't nobody ever just dipped on them and said, fuck them. Nobody. You were first. But I mean, hey, it is what it is. You different from the people that they used to dealing with. And now they stuck on you. Look, in regret. Damn, I played the wrong person. Or I played with the wrong person. I said the wrong thing. I did the wrong thing. And now you regret it. Yeah, they regret. A lot of regret. A lot of remorse. They can't believe that you slipped through their grips. 10 of Pentacles, baby. And I feel like with this 5 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles, they in regret because some of y'all are in a good space financially right now. Now, you may have been in a good space when you was dealing with them financially. And they thought you weren't going nowhere. And now that you gone, that's all they can think about is what they fucking lost. Look, they could have been financially secure. They could have been stable. They could have been living life just carefree. And now they living life obsessed with you and what you got going on. But they have to remember, they the one who didn't want what you wanted. They the one who had the fear of commitment, not you. So it's like, why are you in regret now when you the one who didn't want it? I know, because they selfish. Shit. Fear of commitment. This person didn't want to be in no commitment with you. They didn't want to be monogamous. You know, they wanted to have fun. They wanted to hang out. They wanted to chill. They even wanted to play house sometimes. But you were not about to settle. That's the difference between you and this person. It was okay in the beginning, you know, them spending the night all the time. Y'all, you know, going out on dates. Y'all going places, taking trips and shit like that. But when shit started getting serious and you brought it to this person's attention, I feel like this person ran. Because the Emperor in the reverse is somebody who is not trying to conform. They a follower. Definitely not a leader. Shit. And in their mind, they thought, well, if I leave, the collective will fall in line. They made a selfish-ass decision, and they are now paying the consequences of their actions. Fear of commitment. See what I'm saying? But see, y'all the one who avoided a motherfucking disaster by this person being afraid to commit to y'all. You avoided a motherfucking headache, okay? And y'all probably know that. Even though there may be, you know, feelings still involved for this person, you dodged the fucking bullet. You really did. The 9 of Swords. This person sit up and think about everything that transpired. Everything that went on. Even the days that you were sitting up in this 9 of Swords ass energy. And I feel like because you were in this energy at one point doing this connection, they thought you was always going to be in this energy. You could have cried to this person. You could have begged this person to treat you right, do you right, love you like you love them. So they thought you would never leave until you left. But again, y'all avoided a major fucking disaster by this person not being committed to you, or you not putting all your eggs in one motherfucking basket, dealing with them. Fear of commitment, because this person wasn't gonna do right anyway. Had you got with this person, the universe probably would have intervened and destroyed it. Because they were not ready. You were more mature than this person, especially on an emotional level. You loved this person the way nobody has ever loved them. You loved this person the way you wanted them to love you, but see, they was too immature to love you the way you loved them. They wanted to spread themselves thin. And because of that, they were exposed, and now they are just basically dealing with the regret of losing you because they were exposed. Look, the 5 of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, y'all avoided a disaster, and y'all avoided depression, time wasted. Because I feel like had things worked out how you wanted them to work out, you would have been the one dealing with the regret. You would have been the one who felt remorseful. Because you would have started seeing this person for who they truly were. And you would have started feeling some type of way within yourself for even allowing this person in your life. So the fact that they were controlling and possessive and non-committal was a fucking blessing for you. Okay? It was a blessing. Look, Knight of Pentacles. And for some of y'all, it took y'all a while to come to this, you know, understanding that it's they lost, not yours. I mean, it is what it is. It looked like y'all made the right decision by moving on from this person, though, because they couldn't give you what you wanted anyway. They would never be able to give you whoever this is for. And remember, this is a general reading. Some readings will say you and this person can be together. Some readings will say this person was the motherfucking devil. Well, guess what? This reading today, I don't know who you are watching, but Spirit wants you to know this person walking away from you was the best thing that could have ever happened for you. Okay? Shit. Look. And they was fucking manipulative, child. This person thought that you was going to continuously fall for their bullshit. Now, you fell for it for a little while. You did. You did. But once you started to see this person's true colors, I feel like you knew that the best thing for you to do for you was to walk away from it. And you did. Again, they didn't expect you to walk away. They thought you was they thought you was stuck on them. You weren't going nowhere because you loved them. Queen of Cups, you was just so in love with them. This person didn't understand that, yeah, you may have been in love with them, but you loved you too. See, they in this Page of Cups energy, they don't recognize genuine, caring, compassionate, unconditional love. Maybe because they never received it. I don't know. But right now in this moment, Spirit wants you to know the person on your mind is dealing with a lot of fucking regret because they tried you and failed. They tried you and failed. Look, whoever they are thought that, again, they was going to be able to have their cake and eat it too. Putting you in third-party situations. Allowing people to interfere in the connection. And I just feel like you found out, you got fed up, you moved on. They are unable to move on from you. Look, yeah. You found out about a third-party situation, whether it was a platonic situation, a romantic situation, a family situation. And you dipped, you left, you closed that cycle. You got tired of dealing with what came with this person. The headaches, the lonely nights, the tears. And you eventually made up in your mind that it was time to close out that cycle. And you did. You did. And now you are walking on a new path. In this journey that you are currently on, realizing it's like now that you are in isolation or you soul searching and you withdrew from this person, you were able to see the betrayal, the sneakiness, the sliminess of this person. The universe shined a bright ass light on this person. They weren't nothing but a motherfucking snake, and because of the love you had for them, you couldn't see it at first. You see it now. But I do feel like this person is wanting to talk to you. And they probably want to talk about getting back with you. But I feel like it's only because they want to use you. They see you in this Nine of Pentacles ass energy. Self-sufficient, independent. And not needing a motherfucking ass. And you enjoying your life with the Three of Cups. And now they want you to get them another chance. They want to have some type of heart-to-heart conversation. But they don't know how they gonna even approach you to see if y'all can have this conversation because of everything that they did. But they definitely gonna figure something out. The Knight of Cups is somebody that they'll say whatever they gotta say to get their way. Okay? But I don't think it's gonna work. Not with you. It may have worked in the past, but I don't see it working when they do come around this time. I really don't see it working. So let's see. What else do the collective need to know when it comes to the person on their mind? Yeah, this person thought that they had you wrapped around their finger with the love potion. Oh, yeah, they thought they had you, your nose wide open. And it probably was for a little time. But once you start seeing how this person was really moving, even though it may have hurt, you left. You closed the door on this situation. Well, they got their foot. You know how like somebody trying to close the door and somebody put their foot right there so the door can't close? That's the image I'm seeing. Like you trying to close the door on this situation. They trying to get back in. But I don't see that happening. I don't see that happening. So it's like they made their bed, they got a lie in it. They regret you. And that been coming out though for like about, I want to say shit, for about like a year and a half now. They regret choosing somebody else over you. But they did that. They thought they was going to greener grass, found out that the grass was turf. And now they want to backdoor and spin the block. No, it's not going to be that easy. What do the collective need to know? Look, I told you, incoming communication. They will be reaching out to you if they already haven't, because they want to talk. But I feel like the conversation that they want to have, they want to manipulate you. They want to see if they can, you know what I'm saying, get you caught up in their little web of lies again. But I don't think they're going to be able to. Look, they realizing that you was the real blessing. They didn't see you for what you were when they had you, but they definitely see that you were the real blessing now, but it may be too late. And now they want to leech off of you, baby. Yeah. I don't think it's going to work. But they definitely, look, see what I'm saying? Yeah, now they see you for what you truly are, male or female. You're a whole fucking goddess. And they thought they could control the goddess. Shit, being a little peon. Nah. You cannot control a goddess as a peon. You just can't. You have to be a god. Look, and this is what the truth of the matter is. They jealous of you. And not only are they jealous of you, they friends, they family, people that they know that they work with. Y'all got a lot of people really jealous of y'all simply because of the divinity that you walk in. Because of who you are as a person. Nothing more, nothing less. You got a lot of jealousy surrounding you. Look, and y'all probably ran from this situation because y'all felt like y'all was wasting y'all time with this person. Look, but they still in love with you, and that's what they gonna tell you when they reach out. I still love you. I want to be with you so bad. But I just kind of feel like they gonna be trying to just tell you what they think you want to hear. Not understanding in this goddess energy, your intuition is on 1,000. So when it come out their mouth, I love you, your spirit gonna say, yeah, I know you love me, but you're not in love with me. Shit. But I feel like you gonna hear them out. But you can see right through this person, because I'm looking at this circle on this woman's forehead, which is her third eye. Y'all gonna be able to see straight through this person. And that's what they don't like, really. That's what they don't like, the fact that you can see through their heads. They want to groove with you. The eyes, the brothers. What? See, look. They could have had it all with you. You and this person had a soul contract with one another. Y'all were supposed to be together, but simply because of who y'all are to one another in the spiritual realm. It says a spiritual marriage is where two individuals share a deep emotional and spiritual bond that transcends legal or physical aspects. It's based on mutual respect, shared values, and often a belief in a predestined connection, focusing on emotional intimacy and spiritual growth. And remember, they in the Page of Cups, the Emperor in the reverse. They don't have emotional intimacy. They not spiritually evolved. There was no mutual respect. And y'all didn't have the same fucking values. They were in distorted energy. The Emperor is in the reverse. The Goddess is upright. Y'all were maybe bound, or y'all had some type of contract, but because y'all were not equally yoked, the universe did not allow it to come together. They didn't allow it to come together because you deserve better than what this person was trying to give you. Look, yeah, they suffering in silence. Shit, whether you know it or not, they suffer in silence. What else do the collective need to know when it comes to the person? Look, I told you they ran from this connection. They're a runner. They're a fucking runner. And I kind of feel like they ran because they could not get what they wanted, how they wanted it. Nothing more, nothing less. They was jealous of you. That's why they ain't got you now. They ran from this connection because they couldn't control you. Nothing more, nothing less. They was jealous. Maybe you had friends that, treated you how you treated them, and they was jealous of that. They ain't got no friends that treat them good. They ain't got family that treat them. You know what I'm saying? It was just your energy. Your light was irritating this person's demons, but they used love as a weapon against you, and they thought that it would work, because it worked for a little bit. Because with the Nine of Wands here, you definitely was giving this person more chances than they deserved. But they thought that that was going to always be the case, and it wasn't. Done. Look, yeah, they wrote a check that they ass can't cash. And now they looking stupid, sitting up wondering what the fuck did they go wrong. You know why you went wrong. You thought you could control the collective. Oh, you couldn't. Give me 3 more messages, and then we're going to move on. What else do the collective need to know when it comes to the person on their mind? Look, everything you need to know, you already know with the High Priestess. This person, like, damn, how do the collective know this? Even when you don't have proof. The fact that you trust your intuition is like mind-blowing to this person. Because I feel like they have dealt with people that assumed things about them. But you, even if you didn't have the proof, like I said, you felt it, you trusted it, and you acted accordingly. They was not used to that. Look, and look, for some of y'all, they want revenge. How dare you see them for who they truly how dare you see them for who they truly are. And you like, shit, I ain't worried about you. I ain't pressed about nothing that you got to say. I saw you for who you truly are, and I'm choosing to stay silent. They can't take it. Look, yeah, your crown is still intact, baby. They thought you was gonna lose it because they were gone. And now the fact that whenever they talk to their neighbor or whenever they stalk you on social media, they can tell that you are in good spirits, that your crown is still intact, and they don't understand. How is the collective how is the collective in good spirits? How is their crown still intact? I broke their heart. They did. They broke your heart. But what they fail to realize is the person that, how can I say this? You love this person. You would probably in love with this person. But the fact that you love yourself because of how much God loved you, or the love you would show from your father, or your mother, or whatever the case may be, you knew that this person was being selfish, and you refused to stoop to their level, and you knew your worth. You were not going to settle for less than what you deserved. Yes, you gave them ample opportunity to do right by you. They the one who chose to fuck that up. You didn't fuck that up. Shit, they did. Child, it's the twin flame card. So some of y'all, we're definitely dealing with a twin. And if you watch me, you already know your twin come into your life when it is time for you to evolve as a spiritual being. You were in this Queen of Cups energy when you was dealing with this person, but now you a god or a goddess. Like you were a king or a queen, but now you a god or a goddess. So this person was the catalyst to your evolution, to your confirmation. You heard that? I didn't even know my damn thing was still. Look, but they are not over you. Do you understand me? This person was the catalyst to your spiritual evolution. And now that you have evolved, this person is obsessing over you. Because they watch you from a distance and they see what you have become, and they want to be a part of it, but they can't be. They can't be. Look, I'm telling you, they watch you and they like, oh my God, I cannot believe this is what, like, they cannot believe it. They, confirmation again, they cannot believe what they actually fucked up by choosing somebody else over you. And they want you to care, but I don't think you give no fucks anymore because you've healed. When you truly have healed, you really don't give a fuck anymore. Like, you don't wish this person bad, but you could care less. And they know that. And they feel like, you supposed to be all godly and you supposed to love in spite of. And it's like, look, I love you. I'm just not in love with you anymore. I'm moving on with my life. I'm doing me. And that, because you in that energy, this person can't take it. They've never been rejected in their life, I'm hearing. But you... you gave this person something to think about. Because again, they wrote a check that their ass couldn't cash. They thought they could control you and everybody else in the motherfucking world. Or the people at least that they were dealing with. But they had to learn the hard way. Let me turn my damn thing off. I did not know it was on. Let me make sure this is not my kid. Because I can't see who it is. Oh, it's my daughter. Hold on, y'all. And then the song that's playing is Here I Go Again by the Force MDs. Now, I don't know how young you are, but if you're young, you might want to listen to it. But I think it started off, today I'm just a lonely man, but tomorrow I'll be a king. Blessing all my subjects, that's the thought and security. The whole wide world will watch me as I walk up to my throne. See, this person had a mission. Y'all came into each other. I'm getting chills. Y'all came into one another's lives to help each other evolve as spiritual beings. You were supposed to evolve into this goddess that you have become. They were supposed to evolve into the god that they know that they are supposed to become. I feel like they were in the energy, but they were in the distorted version of it. Like, they got the big head. I don't know what happened in this person's life, but they felt like they were the man in charge or the woman in charge. When no, they had somebody in charge of them, but they like looked. You know how like people look at you like you can't tell them nothing. I feel like the more and more this person started learning and growing before you, and they started realizing that they could manipulate people by saying certain things a certain way and doing things a certain way, it became distorted. And instead of helping, they actually started hurting the collective. And the universe was not having it. They were not having that. So what did they do? They said, let me put this person on the collective's path. Because we already know, the universe already knew that eventually y'all would walk away from this person. They didn't think you was gonna get this person that many times as you did, but you know, hey, you did that. But it was a learning experience. You've grown, you've overcome that, and now you just in a good place in your life. You're doing good. You know, some of y'all are still single, but your crown is still intact. But when it comes to the person on your mind, they are not over you like you are over them. You may still care about them. You may still care about their well-being. But I feel like this would be the type of energy that when people say, I don't want that person back, this is the reading proving that no, I'm good. I don't hate them. I don't resent them. I'm not bitter towards them. I'm not angry towards them. What they did is water under the bridge, you know, but it's the truth. This is your truth. You more focused on your journey right now than a journey with this person. And that's what they don't like. They don't like that you have gotten over them and they are unable to get over you. They don't like it. They don't like it. But I mean, hey, play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. What's the truth of it? Look, no. What's the truth of the matter? No, you don't want them. No, it's not gonna work. No, they not real. Okay, whatever the case may be. Now I do know it is a few people that watch who do want to be with a person. This just not y'all reading today, okay? Because the energy that I'm feeling, the collective is definitely over this person on their mind. They over the person. Especially now that you see that you have evolved and they still in the same place. What's the truth of the matter when it comes to the collective? And look, mirror. So what you went through, now they going through. Y'all mirror one another, but y'all would because y'all twins. Triggered self-reflection, equally yoked. I told you. The universe saw that y'all were not equally yoked. So they intervened. Now that you have evolved and you growing and you moving forward, and because your crown is still intact, now this person is going through the motions that you went through. Sadness, depression, obsession, self-hatred. Like, they going through it, okay? They are definitely suffering in silence. Look. And they regret it. They do. They regret it. But I feel like it's too late. Come and talk to me, Jodeci. They just want to talk collective, okay? They don't want to try to force your hand. They don't want to try to, you know, make you be with them. They just want to talk. Come and talk to me. What's the final message, Spirit? What is the final message for the collective when it comes to the person on their mind? What is the final message when it comes to the person? Look, will you listen? I didn't know I had it upside down, but will you listen? They definitely want to talk to you. But I just kind of feel like it's a little bit too late. They gaslit you, they love bombed you, they strung you along until you just got fed up and walked away. You walked away, you healed, and now you in a good space, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially. You know what I'm saying? Psychologically, you just in a good space. And they don't like that. For some of y'all, they only want to come back into your life to hurt you, to make you feel as bad as they feeling. But you're not as dumb as they are. That's the thing. You're not dumb. They are. Shit. Final message. Okay, that came out pretty fast. What is this? have my kids. Child, I want to have a family with you. I know you'd be an amazing parent, and I dream of the day I can experience raising a family together. Child. So this person, they want you to believe that now they committal. Now they want to be committed. Now they want to be monogamous. They can be committal. Non-committal. They can be committal. I'm trying to say it, but I don't. But obviously it's a lie because I couldn't even get the fucking word out. I can't get it out. I can't even get the phrase out. So this is what they want to talk about. They want to gaslight you some more. Don't fall for it. For some of y'all, you probably do have kids by this person because you thought that, maybe having this person's child would make them get their shit together. No. So some of y'all, this person just want to come in and lie to you and manipulate you and gaslight you some more. But don't fall for it. What's under the bottom of the bed? Look, you're so special. You're truly divine. I never felt energy like yours before, and I can't. That's what it is. This person they want to drain you energetically and spiritually. That's all they want to do because they ain't never felt no energy like yours, and they miss it, and they sorry, but sorry just ain't good enough. See, you too whole now. Whenever I feel like you and this person first got together, you were not in this whole energy, but you are now. Now they in broken pieces, not over you crying, trying to figure out what they gonna say to you to get you to let your guard down and let them back in. I don't think it's gonna work though. I really don't. But I'm gonna end it right there. I hope you guys enjoyed the reading. If so, I ask that you hit the thumbs up button, comment down below, share the video. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do that now. We'd love to have you. If you'd like to donate to my channel, get your girl a gift because y'all know I love surprises. All the information is in the description box below. Hype the video up for your girl, and if you can't, hit the thumbs up button. I would greatly appreciate it. If you would like to book a personal reading, that information is in the description box as well. Please read the instructions carefully before you email me, okay? Thank you. Bye.